Well, John, what's your initial reaction to a disappointing afternoon?
Yeah, obviously very disappointed. I thought first 25 minutes we started well. Without the ball, we frustrated them. Saw out their pressure. Coming here is always going to be a tough game. There's going to be a lot of pressure, but I thought first 25 minutes we dealt with that no problems. And then really disappointed in conceding from a set piece. We've worked really hard for the last 7 weeks on set pieces, and we've been good from them. And it was a lack of concentration there. Maybe the lads thought they'd seen it through that initial pressure from them, but really disappointed to concede from a corner, and then really disappointing second half to concede from a third phase from a corner. So these goals could have been stopped, and very frustrating.
Yeah, and when you pick the bones out of it, it didn't appear to be anything tactical. It's concentration, and did they just seem to work a little harder than us this afternoon?
I think goals change games, and I think for the first 25 minutes I felt very comfortable. They scored. Obviously, that lifts their confidence, lifts the crowd, and it's something that we need to really get into our game. That when we do have disappointment spells or disappointing moments, that we need to not worry about it. Take the shackles off and don't be disappointed and get on with it again. Do your jobs and learn from them and go harder back. But it's something at the moment that we have to get that mentality right in the group, which we will. That when these things happen, that we don't worry, we shrug it off and we move on quickly.
Yeah. To go in at half time just 1-0 down, you'd have probably taken that after the first half performance. Did it come at a good time just to compose ourselves and go again in that second half?
Yeah, it did. But again, Dale, for the first 25 minutes I thought we were good. Last 15 minutes of the first half, when they scored, we were under pressure, relentless attacks. But again, that's more of a mental thing for us, and that's something that we need to get through when we do go through bad spells or tough times. We need to get on with it, and there was a few feeling sorry for themselves out there today. But again, we came out the second half. We started the second half really well, and we had a fantastic opportunity to score. So again, they take their chance from a set piece. I think it was their first chance of the second half, apart from the penalty, of course. But again, it was really disappointing way to concede.
Yeah, you mentioned the penalty there. It's a decision that goes against Mark Roberts, but fantastic save from John Ruddy. Did you expect us to kick on then and have that ascendancy?
I did, yeah, and that's why I made 3 positive changes. The young boys in there had worked their socks off. Troy had worked hard up top. So, to be able to get Gaz back on, Starkey and Sam, who's been doing really well of late, to get them on and give us that little bit more energy in them areas, I thought was the right thing to do. And obviously then we concede a really sloppy goal from, again, a second phase from a set piece. I believe it was handball, but, again, it's still not good enough.
Yeah. Is it important that it's collective responsibility when you lose a game? You're all in it together, young and old. We spoke about the contribution of young players and the senior boys, and you can't all have it great when things are going your way. Today, as a team, you've got to take that one on the chin.
Of course, and I've said, listen, it's going to be a really difficult job for everyone. There's going to be real highs, there's going to be some real lows. In the last couple of games, obviously, we're disappointed to lose the games, but the only way we get through it is by sticking together. The dressing room in there has got to stick together. All of us have got to stick together, and we'll do that, and we're looking forward to the game now on Tuesday.
I know it's tough straight after games to find positives in defeats, but the fact that they kept plugging away, they've had chances again late on in the game. I think Josh Williams goes close, Scott Hogan as well. The endeavour and effort was still there late in the game. Of
course it was, and the attitude of the boys has been different class. I think it's very evident that you can see the group needs help, especially in that final third areas. But we unfortunately we haven't got that at the moment, so the boys will continue working hard. We'll all continue working hard, and there'll be lots of positivity to come.
No Shimislav Proheta or Jonathan Liko this afternoon. Maxim Collin had to come off as well. How are those 3?
Yeah, Max is struggling there. He's took a bang on his knee. Proheta will be out for a couple of weeks, I think, with a shin problem. So yeah, really disappointing. A big positive that Christian has trained this week, a full week's training. He'll be playing in the 23s on Tuesday, I believe. So that's a massive positive to have him back in the group, and we've got to get on with it.
Yeah. Tuesday night, Norwich City at St Andrews. What do you need to see from your players in 3 days' time?
Just a response from a defeat, and which I know we'll get. The group won't let us down, and we'll all be working very hard in the next couple of days to make sure we get that.